We are too old to be dealing with low effort men. You need a man who match your energy. We're too old to be giving consistent vibes and showing up for men who don't know how to plan dates, who can't go to the store and buy you a $10 bouquet of flowers. What is that? Welcome back, Fancy Fam. In today's video, we will be discussing things that I and you are too old for. Listen, in 2025, like I told y'all, we are still on things that we were trying to do in 2025 to make us better women, being stress-free and just, digging deeper into a life we want in 2025, okay? And that also goes with things that you are too old for and we're not tolerating, okay? So here are a couple things that you are too old for, but basically here are a couple things that I am too old for, and I hope this list resonates with somebody that's watching this video. So we're gonna jump right into it. One thing that I am too old for is friendships that drain me. Baby, we are too old for friendships that's draining us. The older you get, the more you realize that every friend is not worth keeping. As a grown woman, we should be able to have a friendship so we can go to one another and say, hey girl, I have something on my mind that's been bothering me and I want to have a conversation with you. Now, it's okay to process that. Give yourself within 24 to 48 hours to process those thoughts. And I'm not judging you for that. But I should not know how you feel about me or what you felt about me a year ago when you bring it to my attention right now. Like, that don't sit well in my spirit. So I just feel like as women, as grown women, have a conversation and move on. If the friend don't want to forgive you or you can't find forgiveness in your heart to forgive them, if they can't find it in their heart to forgive you, move on. You did your part. Like, what else? Like, at this point, what else you supposed to do? We also are too old to entertain friends who only call us when they need us. They only calling you for drama. They only calling you to spill the tea. But are you calling on me to check on me, how I'm doing? Are we having a conversation? Now, I'm not saying we have to talk every day. I don't talk to my bestest friends every single day. But when we talk, we linking up, we catching up, we inspiring one another. We getting caught up with what we got going on in our daily lives. We are like, hey, do you need anything? Did you need me to, let's go here, let's catch up. Like I stated, we are all grown. Like, we are women in our 30s. Now, if I got some girls who's watching this that's in their 20s, sis, get a head start. We are too old to be entertaining friends who only call us when they need us. Another thing that we are too old for, sis, we are too old to be chasing a career that we hate. You spend most of your time at work. Like, literally, like, whatever job you have went to college for, you done got that degree for, you get in your car, burning your gas out for, you deserve to be happy at. Okay, we are too old to be entertaining a career that we do not. Life is too short to be in a career that do not align with your life goals, or being in a career who does not respect you as a person, and being in a career that you're not excelling in. We are done with jobs that don't bring us joy anymore. I feel like it's very, very important to enjoy the job that you do. Like, I understand every job comes with its ups and downs. Every job is going to have that little crew that you don't like. Every job is going to have that manager that just don't sit right with your spirits. Okay, we get that. We know that. I understand sometimes we have to take the job to make ends meet. For whatever reason, you have to have this job to take care of certain expense, or, you know what I'm saying, to bring in the income. I understand that. But in our 30s and at our big age, we don't need to be in a career that makes us unhappy. Another thing that we are too old for, ladies, is we are too old to be dealing with low effort men. We too old for that. We are too old to be dealing with low effort men. Especially when you are a lover girl, you love being in a relationship. You need a man who match your energy. Like, I'm a lover girl. I desire to be in a relationship. I love love. I love winding down to my man. I love doing nice things for him. But if I was not getting that same energy back, it won't be no us, baby. At our big age, we're too old for low effort men. We're too old to be giving consistent vibes and showing up for men who don't know how to plan a date, who can't go to the store and buy you a $10 bouquet of flowers. We're too old for men who don't show consistency. We're too old to be raising a man. And K. Michelle tried to tell y'all, can't raise a man. We're too old for that. We need a man to match our vibes. We need a man to show us that they They're into us. We ain't got time to be reading body language and reading minds like how they claim they can't read our mind. We can't read their minds either. So we are too old at our big age to be dealing with low effort men. That's all I'm saying. Another thing that we're too old for is to be living for social media validation. Now, I get the point that social media is all about posting your lifestyle, posting your pictures and like, hey, look at me. Look what I did today. Look what I did yesterday. But we don't need to be validated. You don't need the validation from social media. You should have that validation within yourself. We are done seeking validation for strangers that we don't even know. We don't even know these people. And especially when you post something on social media, and I know everything you post, everybody's not going to agree with you. Everybody don't agree with things that I post. You know, everybody's not going to like everything that I post, and that's fine. Okay? I'm comfortable with myself that I know what I am and who I am and what I stand for. I don't need you to tell me you don't like what I did or you don't agree with it. I don't need your validation. Are people entitled to their own opinion? Absolutely. But them making negative comments about you or they're not validating you, we too old for that. Your self-worth is no longer tied to likes. It's no longer tied to follows or comments. Honey, you are who you are. You are who you are. And I'm here to tell you, sis, you don't need to be validated. You are too old to be avoiding uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes all it takes is a conversation. Okay? That goes for friendships and relationships. In relationships, we got to talk about some uncomfortable things. That goes into what I stated about friendship. I say if something is bothering you now, tell me now. Tell me now. Y'all might don't agree with me on this, but I feel like we are too old to be avoiding necessary confrontations to have peace. I'm just saying. And I want to say also, it really depends on the person. It really depends on the person. Like, for like my fiance that I'm with, I can say going back and forth today, blah, 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 but this conversation got to be had. It got to be had regardless. Okay? And I feel like I'm too old to not speak up how I feel in my relationship with my fiance. I'm too old for that. We're too old to be hiding and hindering our feelings just because we don't feel like, you know, getting into it. And honestly, everything don't have to be it don't have to be an argument. It don't have to be an argument. It can be a discussion. Will it be uncomfortable? Yes. And that goes for friendships as well. If you are a friend to someone and they did something that make you feel uncomfortable, you got to understand everybody process things differently. Everybody's emotions are different. Everybody was just brought up and raised differently. They think differently. You can be joking about something, but you might have a friend who literally took it serious, took it to the heart, and their feelings are valid. Their feelings are valid. So I feel like instead of waiting until 2035 to tell me that I hurt your feelings in 2025, is just, we too grown for that. We need to have the conversation, sit down, have the conversations that we can move on as friends, especially as women. We catty. Okay, we catty. We always yapping, da 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 da. It's bound for you to get in an uncomfortable situation or have uncomfortable conversations with your close friends. It's just bound to happen. We're too old to be tolerating disrespect in relationships. We're too old to be tolerating disrespect. Whether it is verbal, whether it is emotional, we're too old for that. Know your value and refuse to take anything less. And I mean every piece of that. And like I stated, when I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about relationships with your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance, whoever, and also relationships with your friends. We're too old to be tolerating disrespect. If you're in a relationship with someone, they don't respect you, they don't even like you. They don't even like you. Okay? We're not tolerating, at our big age, we're not tolerating disrespect at all. Okay? I feel like having respect for someone speaks volumes about the person that you are and how you carry yourself. Okay, so we are too old to be tolerating disrespect in relationships. We are too old to be carrying emotional baggage. At my big age, 35, I'm too old to be carrying past hurts, past trauma, past drama. I'm too old for that. You are too old to be carrying all of that emotional weight that don't serve you no more. We're too old for that. The main thing that I feel that will keep peace and is good for your mental is forgiveness and moving on. Literally, that's it. Forgiveness and moving on. Now, I made a video on my TikTok. If y'all follow me on TikTok at Fly Fancy, I did make a video talking about bullies. Like, where are your bullies now? And I can make a video about that, a separate video about that later. What are your bullies now? I've forgiven all my bullies. I have. People who picked on me, that was years ago, y'all. This was like in middle school, elementary. Like, it was just a thought that came across my mind. Like, where are your bullies, y'all? Like, half of the people that picked on me or joked on me, I talked about that in my video, is that, hey, they're bums, they're living on the street. Some of them are in jail. Like, I can go on and on. But I ran into them plenty of time in my adult years. I've ran into a few of them in my adult years. And honestly had a conversation with one of them before, and I'm like, girl, I forgive you. Like, it's no big deal. She's like, girl, I'm so sorry. You know, back in the day, I wasn't in my right mind. I don't know the things that I know now. We don't know the things that we know now. We were teenagers and kids back then. Okay? We were teenagers and kids back then. So at this big age, the key to happiness and the key to have peace is forgiveness and just moving on. Having a conversation and moving on. Another thing that we are too old for, sis, is putting up with people who don't respect your time. We're too old to be putting up with people who do not respect our time. If I say meet me here at 6:30 and you showing up at 8 p.m., you don't respect me. Do you even like me at this point? Do you hate me? Because why are you late? Now, I understand. Things happen. Things come up. Stuff happens. Keep me updated. But people that don't respect your time, they don't respect you at all. Showing up hours late, I just don't understand it. Like, so we are too old to be dealing with people who do not respect our time. So yeah, y'all, those are a couple of things that I feel that I am too old for. Let me know some things that you are too old for down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, y'all. Subscribe. It is free. You do not have to pay to subscribe and follow the Fancy Fam tribe. Okay, that ran. But y'all the Fancy Fam, okay? I'm not changing it. I'm going to stick to it. But yeah, y'all, show me some love down in the comments. Like this video, share this video, and let me know some things that you guys are too old for, okay? Again, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.